this morning, it didn't take long to notice all the spots that had not been cleared from the snow.
Yep.
Because everything's frozen in
They're
place.
still there.
Right.
Yeah, it's not
Yep.
going anywhere yet.
Right.
I have like pretty laissez-faire snow management at my house if I think it's going to warm up. But when I saw
That's the
this
key.
stretch, I was like,
You gotta
So
get
you were
it
out there.
Yeah.
You got to use the sun to your advantage if you can. So what I like to do is, if you clear off some blacktop on your driveway,
Let it go.
then it will start radiating
Doesn't
out
take
because
long.
of the heat and the albedo. That's a real thing.
Oh.
Very
albedo?
I almost always want to say that the wrong way. And
El Camino is what you want to say usually?
yes. That's what I want. But every time I say that word, I have that half second of like, that's what I mean, right? It's the basically the color temperature of an object, and it affects how much incoming solar radiation it can take. The other one, that's a different story. 17 in Portland right now, 17 in Augusta. It's going to be cold tonight. We knew that, right? But look at Rangeley, 3 degrees right now, and there's a lot of room down here because it's clear. So that's nice during the day, but overnight it acts to basically make it so we can't trap any of the daytime heat in the lower part of our atmosphere, and that's when we really start to get cold. So here's what I'm thinking for tonight. A lot of spots, almost everyone, below 0. Closest spot, whether or not we'll get there, is going to be between Portsmouth and Portland. There might be 0 or so, depending on how quickly we radiate out here the first half of the night. But 13 below in Bangor, 23 below in Berlin. All these temperatures cold, although not even approaching record lows for the day because it's mid to late January and it gets really cold here, right? So this is a kind of hard place to get records. The model here doesn't have those temperatures, but it'll be colder than they're depicting by tomorrow morning. And tomorrow's a lot like today. It starts very, very cold. There's a lot of sun, feels decent, but temperatures are only in the teens for highs. Tomorrow night starts really cold. We're in the single digits, even below 0, but notice we kind of flatten out and warm up through the second half of the night. So tomorrow night doesn't end up as cold as last night or tonight because of that. And then we kind of climb out of this on Thursday. There's more cloud cover around Thursday, isolated snow showers, but temperatures into the 20s, in some cases mid to upper 20s. So that will feel noticeably nicer, and that's where we're going in time for the weekend too. No major storms here. We talk about the myth of too cold to snow. It's not a real thing. It can snow at extremely cold temperatures, and it does across Canada or even Alaska sometimes. But the reason that myth is around is because a lot of times when it's cold, high pressure is in place and we're dry. So there's nothing really major going on right through the weekend. We start to warm back up in the upper 20s and low 30s. But I don't think we're done here. The Euro model is consistent in hitting us with a 2-day cold outbreak at the very end of the month. So January 31st to February 1st. And that looks very cold. If it connects, it'll probably be colder than this snap. So if you're having any problems with any kind of heating or whatnot, don't think that we're done here. I think we will get back to it, but we'll have a little break in between, which is good. And the weekend looks all right. It's going to be in the 20s, mostly, some sun. Snow shower on Sunday into the low to mid 30s, which will feel decent. We do calm things down Monday and Tuesday. It wouldn't be until maybe mid next week that we have that other cold snap. But we've had some cold shots this year, and of course we talked earlier about places like New Orleans down to northern Florida, right to the coast, right to the Gulf Coast, seeing snow right now, which is
it's wild.
pretty hard for them to do.
To manage that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see the warm-up coming here. It's
Yes.
good. Thank you.